And tomorrow marks the somber 24-year anniversary of the September 11th terror attacks, where nearly 3,000 people lost their lives at the World Trade Center.
Yeah, 44-year-old Glenn Thompson was working on the 104th floor in the North Tower when he told his wife the building was being evacuated. That was the last time she ever heard from him, and his remains have never been found. Joining us now is Glenn Thompson's widow, Kai Hernandez. Kai, thank you for joining us this morning. It's been 24 years since you spoke to your husband as he was evacuating that tower, just months after you and Glenn were married. Can you take us through that morning?
It was a morning like any other. It was a beautiful, clear day, and Glenn took our little boy down to meet the school bus on his way to catch the subway to work. And I was getting ready for work myself when the phone rang, and this was in the days before cell phones. So I ran from the bathroom where I was about to get into the shower to answer the phone. And it was my husband. And he was calling to tell me that he loved me and to say goodbye with his last breath. The noise in the background of the phone call, it was like listening into hell. And I was on the phone with him until he was gone.
I'm so sorry. I know in 2007 you tried to do something with this tragedy, and you established the Glenn Thompson Memorial 9/11 Scholarship in partnership with the National Search Dog Alliance. Can you tell us more about that?
Yes, my husband's great love was the outdoors, and he loved to help. He was a firefighter before he was a bond trader with Cantor Fitzgerald. And he would always be the one who would organize a search party if a child was lost on the beach. So in his memory, and also in honor of all of the canine and human rescue teams at Ground Zero who searched tirelessly, first for survivors and then for remains, I established an annual sponsorship on the anniversary of the 9/11 attacks. And every year I sponsor at least one, and sometimes more, search and rescue dogs. There have been, over the past 20 years, more than 30 search and rescue dogs sponsored across the entire United States, saving lives and giving hope and closure in his memory.
That's incredible.
Wow. Kai, there's so many, women, men, family members, like you who, it's not just tomorrow that they're thinking about this. It's every day that they wake up and think about their loved ones. How do you keep pushing forward, with your life after such a devastating tragedy?
Everything that I do in his honor and his memory. I try and live life to the fullest the way that he did. Glenn loved to be outdoors. He had an adventurous soul and spirit. He was funny. He was happy. He was the light of every room he walked into. And everything I do is in honor and in memory of him and of the joy he brought to my life and to the lives of everyone who knew him.
And I'm sure that September 11th is not a day that you look forward to. You probably dread what's going to happen tomorrow. Can I just ask you, what will your day be like tomorrow?
Every year on the anniversary, I listen to the reading of all of the names of every single person who was killed that day in the most atrocious and lethal terrorist attack the world has ever seen. It was mass murder on live TV, and it was an attack on our country. It was not just my family personally who experienced the murder of a loved one, but America as a whole was attacked. And we owe it to each and every victim to listen to the names being read. Absolutely. So I light a candle, I listen to the names. After that, I go to Glenn's favorite beach and I drink a Budweiser long neck in his memory, because that was his drink. And the rest of the day I spend outdoors as much as possible doing things that he would have loved and things that are uplifting, because that's how he lived.
Well, enjoy that bud tomorrow on the beach. Thank you.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.